Hey, what is going on? Welcome to Beautiful Start Podcast. I am your host, Antoinette, and I hope you guys are having a great summer. My summer has been definitely amazing. I'm getting out doing things. Today has definitely been a super hot day, yo. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was to wear full face of makeup, that joint would be melting off my face without the right applications. Cause now they have like sweat proof makeup and stuff like that. But if you was definitely wearing like some old school makeup, your shit would have been looking crazy. But I digress. But is and let me tell you guys, like, listen, if you hear any noise in the background, it's definitely my AC. Okay. Now, I do everything on this podcast on my own. Everything. Okay. It's a one woman show. Right. So, you know, even though I've um been working with these different apps and stuff like that to make the sound, to make the background sound, to eliminate the background sound, okay? But you might hear it, okay? But I'm not turning off the AC. The AC is not being turned off because like on some on some realish, right? To be very honest and very frank with you guys, like I'm not trying to melt here. Like it's really bad. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's really hot. Today is one of them days where you just want to like just go to the pool, you know what I'm saying? Where you just want to get wet. Like if this was back in the days, people would like turn or open up the fire hydrant, let the water like come out and everybody outside getting wet. It don't matter your age. Everybody getting wet on some day like this. You know what I'm saying? Today's like definitely a icy day. Like a day where you just you just want to eat icy and ice cream all day, like staying cool. And now they have like these little fans that have like the little spray bottles attached to it. So it's one of those kind of days. I went out briefly for a little while and I thought I was like, Lord, it is hot. And I was talking about gardening. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I got my little plants in the house or whatever, but I was thinking about doing some gardening outside. And I'm like, woof. I couldn't imagine going outside and tending to the plants and stuff like this in this weather. But you know, um, but it is what it is. But so far my summer has been great. I have some events going on in my personal life. I've definitely been outside, out and about, but I want to know what you guys have been doing for your summer. I want to know, like, you know, this is definitely a amusement. Going to the amusement parks, hanging out, going to the beach. I haven't now. That's one thing that I haven't done yet. I haven't gone to the beach yet. So that's something that I want to do. But with the New York City beaches, okay? Now, anybody that's from New York City, y'all already know. Like, y'all already know the vibes. Like you gotta go to Pacific beaches. But I'm not even gonna front. I'm not even gonna hold you guys, right? I really want to go to Coney Island. Now, Coney Island is not really that great, but they do have like the amusement parks. It's definitely always a good time. Like I feel like you know, I don't know. Every time I've went to Coney Island, right? Whether it was to go to like the amusement park or whatever, because they do have different rides, they do have games, they have food, different food and stuff like that. That's why I actually had the fried Oreo. It's like it's something where they fried a Oreo. Like they put, I think it's like something that they deep fried a Oreo. And so that's when I first had that. And I'm like, girl, you is greedy. That's when I knew. I was like, girl, you is you know what I'm saying? It's giving big bag vibes for sure, but definitely, like when I had went out there, I had a great time. Like a great time. Every time I go out there, have had a great time. Like I did the rides and stuff like that. And then of course, like walk through the boardwalk. But yeah, so I'm thinking about definitely going back out to Coney Island sometime this summer. But let me know what trips and stuff that you guys have planned for this summer, right? Because we definitely got one more month. We got August, and I know, some is back to school. I know a lot of you, a lot of the parents, a lot of you guys out there are definitely going back to school shopping, because in certain parts of the world in mid-August people return back to school, right? Because they get out of school earlier. But in the East Coast, New York, where I'm at, the kids typically return back to school depending on what school they're in. Because if they're in a private or a charter school, like I think it's the last week of August they return back. But for like the board of education, like the regular school, um is I think it's sometime in September. But those days are long going for your girl. You feel me? Like I don't know. It's I already accepted that transition. Like I don't, like that's something that I'm like, wow, it's been years since I really had to really think about that. But I know a lot of you all are, going through that, and that's the stage that you're in, and that's great. Just being grateful and being in a space where you're happy where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Because because I'm not even gonna front. I miss those days where, I'm going school shopping, whether it's for like the uniforms, the school supply, and just like the fun stuff it is, like going back to school stuff, right? Um, and then also like doing the little trips and stuff like that, like but I'm in a different stage, like in my life, right? Like right now, if I wanted to go across seas or go to a different state or a different, country, I can do that. I really don't have no, you know, obligations that could really, you know, uh, like where I have to be like, oh, you got to do this, you got to. I don't know. I don't have to do that. Like it's no preparing. Like I don't have no school age children, so that's not where I'm at in the state of my life. And it took a long time for me to accept that, right? Um, and sometimes it's kind of like bittersweet, because it's just like your motherly role that you always known is no longer, and it's fine. And I accept that, for where I'm at. Who's to say? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen in the future? But definitely that's where I'm at. But yeah, um, but it was a great experience when I did have it, and I absolutely, of course, this time around, like, see, the best thing that you could do is start getting stuff early. Like, you have to start getting stuff early. Like, yes, um, I've learned that, throughout my experience. I had to, learn like, oh, don't wait to the last minute. So it's good to just start doing things early, because when you're doing things at the last minute, that's when all the stress hit, like boom, like, oh my God, I'm stressed out. But it is what it is. But just enjoying where you are at in your life, wherever that is, and making it a beautiful experience for you and for your loved ones and stuff like that. Instead of, because some people, they want you to hate your life and hate where you are at in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that they get off to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people are just toxic. Some people are just chaotic, right? And it's such a weird thought, a weird idea, but I've experienced that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I had to kind of like revert myself, like, wait, hold on. I didn't feel like this when I walked into this room. I didn't feel like this when I had this but prior to me having a conversation with someone. But after I talk to you, I'm feeling all this weird shit. You feel me? And when you have to really kind of like, cause it's like it's some people out there that's gonna give you criticism, like gonna give you talk to you about the hard things, um, the difficult things, the challenging things. You know what I'm saying, that people don't really bring up. But then there's some people out there that just want to see you miserable, and you know what I'm saying. They trying to make you feel like you're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like no, it's great. You know, it's good to be grateful where you are and to accept where you are and to work with what you have and love yourself, love your family, make the best with what you have, and it's especially like becoming better too. Becoming better is a great thing. Like every day you have the chance to just become like better at your pace or what it looks like to you, right? Because we all have like different goals and different things that we are aspiring to or that we working towards, right? Some people overall goal is just to have a peace of mind and just to live a peaceful life, while someone else goal could be something else. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like into just being homemakers, just making their home right, taking care of themselves, taking care of their family, taking care of their spouse. You know what I'm saying? And that brings peace to them, right? And other people are focused on other things, and it is what it is. But if you have like a particular goal that you're working towards or whatever you want, because it's like we all grown, like our lives ain't all the same. Like just like you have people work different professions. Back in the days it used to be like um this thing, well, if your father was a construction worker, then you gonna be a construction worker. But now it's like, oh, your father was a construction worker and now you are probably an electrician or a professor, or you know what I'm saying, like you have the option to do what it is that you want to do, right? You know, but to allow somebody to make you feel some type of way about yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's just like some people out there. It's some people out there, they don't want to go back to school. They, you know what I'm saying? They got the education that they wanted, right? Like let's say it's someone out there, they only got like their high school diploma or whatever the case may be, right? But then they started a business or they thriving economically. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you have people out there that's trying to get them to um do something that they don't want to do, or try to make it seem like, oh well, you jealous of me because oh I got a master's or I got a bachelor's or I got an associate, so and it's just like that person ain't even worried about that. They worried about their own lane, what they doing. They're not worried about, like, people be like, it's just baffle me how, like, if you have someone on a job, right, and they decide like, oh, I don't want to just be on this level no more. I don't want to just be um I don't just don't want to just be an employee, you know. I don't want to be on a specific level. I want to be a supervisor. I want to be a manager. I want to like um be a CEO or something like that, right? And so they aspire to like move up, right? But then you have some people out there that they don't, their whole objective is just going to work and getting a check. Like, yo, I'm going this is my gig, this is my job, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to work, get my money, and come home. Right? That's it. I got a lot of things going on personally. There's people out there that just going there to do what they was hired for, get their money, and then they have other things that they doing personally. You know what I'm saying? And so they not aspiring to move up, you know, on that particular job because they focus is somewhere else. But then you have people that are moving up in a job because that's what they want to do and that's what they working towards, right? But then they want to look at the person who ain't doing that and try to like cast judgment on them, like, oh yeah, they jealous, everything is like some hating shit. Like, oh yeah, they hating on me because oh I got my education. Don't be mad at me because I got my education. I became, the manager. And it's just like, well, what you got going on in your head? Like, ain't nobody worried about you. Like, the reality is, right? I would like to think that everyone has their own life going on, their own the things that they have to work towards. Like, cause I'm like, let me tell you something. Like, if you working a full-time job, right? And some people got so many things that's going on outside of work, right? You can have a full-time job, have children that you're raising, and then you also have an elderly relatives that you got to take care of. Meanwhile, then you have siblings who are just they can't get it right and they always need something from you, or you got a lot of family demands. When do you have freaking time, my dude, to worry or think about what someone else is doing? You know what I'm saying? That's when people feel like they have some type of influence on you to make you, you know what I'm saying? It's just this weird shit that I'm just, it's just weird. Like, I feel like in my thinking, I feel like, yeah, people should accept people for who they are or where they are, or even accept people for if they even trying to work towards something else, right? But that's where they are at in their life. And it's like some people, they don't even want to accept that. They feel like, oh yeah, you should be here, you should be doing this, you should, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like some weird shit. Like, you a whole adult. Like, some of these, I'm telling you, some of these adults be moving like kids, yo. Some kids be feeling like adults be having it all together. Listen, some of us don't even know if we coming or going. Be it's no plan, nothing. Like, they just winging it. When I was young, I used to feel like, yo, these grown people had it all together. I just couldn't wait to be a adult. Then you like, like, some of these 30-something-year-olds don't even know. Listen, some of these 40-something, no, some of these 50-something year olds be like, yo, you really, what's going on? But it is what it is, B. It's like, it's just weird. It's weird. It's just so weird. Like, people could always like cast off like, oh yeah, they jealous of me. They jealous. Who has time to be jealous when you working on your life, yo? When you trying to make things better in your life? Like, who has really time for that? Like, even the negative energy, like the negative energy is so draining, be like, it's just weird. Like, you could be like, you could go somewhere and you have a nice positive energy and you feel good. You woke up that day like, yes, like everything is good. You just, everything is flowing good. You feel good. You in a positive, optimistic mindset. You just feel good. And then it's like you be around certain people, you know what I'm saying, regardless of whether it's, work, school, whatever. And then all of a sudden, after your interaction, you just feeling like, okay, like weird. You feeling all this negative stuff. And that's when you have to like shake it off. That's when you have to really kind of like refocus and be like, well, did I feel like this before I had this encounter? Just like with me, like, I feel like the internet used to be like a safe haven. I used to go online, have the most positive interactions, learn so much. Now it's like when you go online, it's just like it's so negative. One minute people want to be a part of your crew, they down with you, they quoting the stuff that you said. Then the next minute they dragging you. I'm like, what kind of, like, it's just, yo, I feel like since after like 2020, the whole environment online has definitely shifted, yo. I don't know. Comment and let me know if you guys feel that kind of way, because I just feel like it's just like, I don't know. I have to like take a step back and just be into my life. Like, I like the little funny videos and stuff like that. I come online, I post the stuff that I like to post or whatever. Um, but I'm starting to feel like I'm ready to go back to the '90s. B. I'm ready to be outside with it. B. I'm ready to like just have some organic interaction because it's getting really weird, yo. Like I'm. It's getting really weird online, B, and I feel like it's overlapping into people's lives, like where they feel like like certain things. You be like, people be like, oh yeah, this store is racist. Da 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 da. Don't go to this store. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I go to the local store and I'm like, I'm seeing all kind of races working in this store. And predominantly, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they talking about here? Like, some of this stuff, I feel like a lot of online stuff be misinformation. Like, it's just becoming like this yo, it's a crazy environment online, be like, some of the stuff is, it's billions of posts and stuff like that, but then you only getting this feed that is just weird. It's so many different online communities, but yet you're only being it's only something that certain type of feed that you're getting that is just like toxic. B, not everybody is like toxic, and I feel like if that's what someone like, then that's what they like. But I'm just like, girl, I'm about to be. First of all, I just turned 42, right? I'm in my 40s, right? And I feel like, even though I feel like, I feel like my regular self, but physically it's like, you older, but I still feel like my regular self. I still be, you know, going out and doing different things, be word for real. I be like, yo, you can see me in a lounge, be like, yo, I'm gonna go to the '70s party, yo, like for real, like I'm enjoying my life, like I don't have like I'm in a space where like, see, I feel like there's a lot of women that can identify with me, right? Because some people, they, they had their children early, and now it's like your child's an adult. Like, what you gonna do? Like, you know, or whatever. And but some people waited later. Some people had children early, and then they also had children later, and so they still have to take care of their responsibilities. But where I'm at, I'm just like, I'm gonna go out and have fun. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Um, but the thing is, I'm not gonna be like, okay, like certain spots, I'm like, But I realized that like even if I like hang out, I know I'm gonna see. I know I might be the auntie in the club, like for me. Now I'm like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'll be in the club. I go to like lounges and stuff like that. But that's a reality because you feel me? Like, even though that's not my mindset, but that's a lot of people mindset out there. But even if someone has something negative to say, or they feel like, oh, you should be doing X, Y, and Z, you should be doing this. Right? There's some people out there, they in their 40s, they don't even know what they doing in their 40s. They just starting their life over, and that's fine. You could start your life over at any point in your life. Cause you never know. Like, you could start off, you probably got married, you know, and you got married like in your early 20s, you know what I'm saying? Been with your high school sweetheart. And then somehow in your 40s, you realize you guys grew apart and you starting over. And it don't have to end on negative terms, right? Some people, they they get divorces, they end relationships, but they become best friends with these people. You know what I'm saying? They maintain great relationships, and that's fine. It's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't see why people gotta break up and they become enemies. That's weird, especially when you have children or stuff. Like, if you have pets and stuff, like pets is considered like kids too. Like, some people be like, she got my dog, you know what I'm saying? That's my cat. Like, She get the cat every, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like whatever life you guys build together and you realize that, yo, it's not working, and there's nothing wrong with ending stuff on a positive note, right? I ain't even going front, like, you know, some people, like with me, when I'm dealing with stuff, right, I have to remove myself, because I feel like I'm not gonna treat nobody any way that I don't want to be treated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people do have to like separate to get themselves together. And some people know, like, I feel like it's better to walk away than to catch a motherfucking case. You know what I'm saying? Than to get yourself in a situation because you are angry and you're mad and your emotions are flaring. Sometimes you just gotta just be like, you know what, sometimes you gotta walk away. You cannot let your emotions, your anger get the best of you. You have to like control your emotions. And sometimes controlling your emotions could mean removing yourself from a situation that is not going to end well, with your emotions just being all over the place. You feel what I'm saying? So, like with me, like when you learning yourself and knowing yourself, that's why it's important to know yourself and know, you know, what your triggers are, what's going to take you to a thousand. You know what I'm saying? Because some things ain't worth it. It's not worth it, yo. Some things are not worth it. I promise you, B. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Mm-mm. It's not worth it. Sometimes things are meant to be forever, and sometimes things aren't meant to be forever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, look at the whole, like, when you think about furniture and shit like that, like, and people, the way people design their homes and stuff like that, like the way modern furniture is, right? I was over here like, boom. In my mind, I was thinking like, yo, I wanted a ghetto fabulous living room. Yeah, like, yo, I wanted like the black leather couch with the bar and the big screen TV, like with the whole yo, I'm telling you, this is like, this is what I always had in my mind, like how I want my living room to look like some like ghetto fabulous, like, MTV in my crib type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that's what I had in my mind. I'm like, yo, I want this leather couch, right? Because I messed around and got a sectional. Because I'm like, I always wanted a sectional because my mother always had a sectional, right? But I didn't think about the layout of the home. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother's house was always like, her living room was always big enough for a sectional where it was like more spacious, right? So with me having a sectional, it didn't, like, it looked nice, but I like a spacious, like, to have more space. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I'm gonna go back to like, cause I had a leather couch before, right? But I never had black. I always had like a brown, like a dark brown, right? I want to say like a doodle brown, but no, maybe a coffee brown, whatever, right? Boom. So I even had a red leather couch, right? Anybody who know, like back in the days, like I don't know, like on this, no, particular this channel, no. Because I used to, when YouTube first came around, like I used to always post vlog, like, listen, I don't know if you guys could find all those OG footages. You probably ain't gonna find them with my little famous little red couch. Anyway, like when I used to be vlogging before vlogging was vlogging. You know what I'm saying? Do a little like, but anyway, but I always in my mind I'm like, yo, I wanted a black leather couch, a black leather couch, a little bar, right? Not per se like a bar with a whole bunch of liquor, but like the bar with like the nice glass sets and, you know, and then like a nice, like a war unit and stuff, right? But that is like kind of like outdated. But in my mind, that always looked nice, right? It always was. a thing. Like I liked it, but then when I went to the furniture store, I realized they don't even have that kind of. They don't even sell black leather couches no more. Like you have to get like now they have like the gray couches, but the gray looks like it's black, but it's really not black, right? So they have like a whole different style. And as the time goes by, things change. Like you have things like furniture and stuff like that that's like nostalgic, right? That's never gonna like it's some things that's never gonna go out of style, but then everything is kind of like evolving. It's like you just got to figure out like, oh yeah, what's your personal style is or what you like, you feel me? But um like with me, I was just thinking about this what I liked when I was a kid and what I observed, right? Because it just made me tap into that aspect of myself. Like when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, when I become an adult, my living room gonna look like this. I'm gonna do this. It was just like a different, you know what I'm saying? But then when I actually went out there, I'm like, oh no, this is not what they act. This is not what the options are. You know, things change, and like with the times and everything like that, we are supposed to like kind of like change as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's great to like I'm not saying like oh yeah you have to cuz some people like oh well this is who I am. Yeah, that's who you are, right? You know what I'm saying? But if the options are not out there, like I'm not going out there making no damn furniture. So it's like, yeah, this is the options that they given. But then when you go deep on the web, on like the internet and stuff like that, then you could kind of like find like different furniture. But I had to really like tap into that and be like, all right, well this ain't what they selling. So I have to get something that, you know, I like now or switch up my style and think about like, oh, okay, me as an adult, like what's gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? Just like the hairstyle, like I feel like it's certain hairstyles that's very nostalgic that makes me feel good, but if you look if I wear it, you be like, salt and pepper's hair, you know what I'm saying? Like some old school shit. But I'm like, yo, I don't care. Like certain hairstyles, I'm like, yo, my dude. Like even like when you cause I ain't even gonna front, I got bamboo earrings. I do. I do. I ain't even gonna front sometimes like you already know. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things that you put on and it makes you feel good. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it just gives a certain cause I remember for my birthday one year, I had and I was supposed to do it. Well, I actually did the vlog. I just never posted it or whatever like that. I was supposed to post it on another channel that I have, but whatever. Um, yeah, so I did like twisting my hair and then the ponytail piece. Now that's like a nostalgic hairstyle, but I love it. Like when I wear it, it makes me feel good, B. I ain't even gonna hold you like um for real because now I have my hair like in like a two-strand twist type of vibe, right? But I was gonna do like some twists and then do like the curls in the back. And I'm like that style just it just gives me a vibe. It just feels good. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit just makes you feel like good. That's why when you see certain people, right, it it may seem like all right, they have like a throwback style or, you know, I don't know. People may feel like, oh, okay, this person is dressing old school or but it's just that's the vibe that it is, right? Because you know you see you see older men or whatever and older women, right? It seems like oh they dressing young, they dressing like you know like the young people, but really they've been dressing like that their whole life. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you have a particular style and some of that sometimes the style don't even really go out of style, like you know like certain urban attire. Like I know this woman, she like in her 50s, she dressed like she into like different fashion and stuff like that. But you would never know like her age because I don't know. That's She just look young. She just look really young. Like some people just look young, yo. I don't know. But people who know the age, like, oh, why you got that on? You know what I'm saying? Why you trying to dress like a young person? But really, that's how they always been dressing. They always been into fashion, the different styles and stuff like that. But it's some people out there, they just like nostalgic things that makes them feel good, right? And sometimes, you know, it's a good place to be at, like, you know, to know the things that you like. And sometimes it's great to also open your mind to new things and to explore different things. And sometimes you find that you like, you know, um other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like really just learning about yourself. And you know, what I find is that once you accept yourself, other people is going to accept you straight like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Like once you okay with it, you know, everybody gonna crack jokes. I feel like even if you dress fly, you know what I'm saying, people gonna be like, oh well, your teeth ain't straight. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna find something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he dressed fly, but you know what I'm saying? He a little cross-eyed. Like, people gonna find something. Like, and it's just like, so what? Love yourself regardless. You feel me? And it's that simple. I remember I went to a party. This guy, he was hopping around like he was Peter Pan. I was like, all right, okay, do your thing. Like, you feel me? But that's just what it is. Like, really just being comfortable with yourself, and you know, being grateful for where you at, and being, you know what I'm saying? Anything that you feel like you don't like about yourself, I feel like, you know, it's something you could work towards. Like you could learn to accept the things that you can't change, and then change the things that, you know, you can change, right? If that's what you want to do. Um, but don't let nobody try to take away your happiness, or um take away your joy in life, the things that you like. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's something that like if you like to dress a certain type of way, but it's not trendy, and that's not what everyone else is doing, so what? It is what it is. Mm-hmm. Just like if you're an artist, right? And the people that you thought was going to show up, and they didn't show up, but it was a whole nother demographic, a whole nother audience that you wouldn't even think that you would attract. You know what I'm saying? That you would attract, and they showing up and being supportive of you. What you want to do? Be mad about that? No, you be grateful, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just being grateful for where you at, and just even when things are not going good, when things are falling apart. Cause let's face it, like you're gonna have good times, and then you're gonna have times that's not so good, and that's where people in different levels of their life, different seasons, I should say, right? You know, not every time things are gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people are not gonna just say things to you to make you feel good. They're gonna really be talking some hard truth stuff to you, and then sometimes you gotta speak some real life hard stuff to yourself. Be truthful and honest with yourself about where you at in your life and what you need to do, and really kind of like work on yourself to implement some type of change in the areas where you want to change, or what you're not, you know, comfortable with, right? Because even though sometimes some people allow other people to be push over them, like tell them what to do. Sometimes people got to grow the sometimes people have to learn how to speak up for themselves, advocate for themselves, you know, um even though it makes them feel uncomfortable to have that conversation, because they are a non-conflict type of person. Sometimes they have to, you know, create that for themselves, like that, and that personality or whatever, or you know, gain that strength to speak up for themselves, even when they wasn't speaking up for themselves. And those are the things that, you know, you have to work on, right? And, you know, sometimes it can happen overnight for people, and sometimes it happens over time. And it boils down to what exactly you are doing across, you know what I'm saying, over time, like what you doing. You know what I'm saying? It's really all about like really what you working on, or, you know, I don't even know what I put as this thing, but just it don't even matter. Anyway, but yeah, so while I'm on the road with you guys, I want to invite all of you guys to be a part of the meaningful meditation. This meaningful meditation is absolutely free. This group, it meets once a month on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 30 minutes, and this one is absolutely free. Meditation has definitely, it does have perks. It could keep your mind peaceful, calm, quiet your mind. Sometimes you just have all this stuff, chatter, all this things that's going on in your head, and you just gotta be like, yo, you gotta just quiet it down, right? To allow yourself to focus. So that's something that I'm actually doing, that I want you guys to be a part of. And the next session is going to be coming up soon, so I want you guys to sign up for it. It's absolutely free. Okay. And then for all you guys for the month of August, because August is coming up soon, right? So this is Catch a Break is Catch a Break in Life is a 3-day system where we work on ourselves to improve the area that we want to change, right? It is essentially an intensive personal development course, right? It will be for 3 days, 3 days for only $27, okay? 3 days for only $27. A lot of hours, okay? It's going to be August 8th, August 15th, and August 22nd. So if you guys want to be a part of it, definitely go to the website www.beautifulstartpodcast.com and go to click the link, Catch a Break, and then you sign up, and all the information will be sent out to you regarding that. Okay. Catch a Break in Life is definitely about you improving and working on what you want to change. You will be given the foundation and the tools that you need to do that, right? And it's only $27. What's $27? What, a meal now? Okay. Yeah, I'm drinking something. So that's what I have coming up in August. Okay, so all of you guys who are interested in that, definitely sign up, right? We just had a last um class that was on the 25th of July, a live virtual call on the 25th. So, you know, I've been, this summer has definitely been great. I've been definitely doing live virtual calls, doing things like I said. When you guys don't be hearing nothing on this page, or even you could go to the website, and I do have over 100 episodes of just information. But let me tell you something, this right here, this is going to be definitely life changing, and it's only $27. Okay, $27. Now, if you guys are from another like a country and stuff like that, or a different place where it has a different time zone, so you got to remember, I'm on the East Coast. Okay, so this is Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so you have to um educate yourself about the time zones. Okay, because if you sign up and you like from like California, you know, or you know, another place where the time is just so far away, you have to exactly know what time this is where you are at. Okay, so that's something that I have to put out there, because you know, if you sign up and you know you thinking it's 8 p.m. where you at, right? No, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you definitely have to, you know, be mindful of that when you before you signing up, okay? And know about it. Like, excuse me, I'm over here sneezing. Excuse me. So, yeah. So definitely sign up. So that's what I have going on. And it's going to be a beautiful experience. It's going to be educational. These are going to be tools that you're going to be able to apply to your life to see change, right? So, you know, a lot of times people feel like they get information and they don't see their life changing. But if you get information, you don't apply it. Who fault is that? You have to apply it. And we're not talking about, oh, just doing it in a few days. No, we're talking about over time, months. You know, it's a way of life. It starts to become a way of life. You know, that's what it is. What it's all about. But yeah, so that's what's going on. And the fall, oh my God, I'm super excited about the fall. Listen, the fall, we got some fun events coming up, some live virtual calls, just a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be coming up, right? But you know, I want you guys to be a part of it, definitely. But I'm about to get off of here because I got some stuff that I have to do. But I'm glad that I came through, you know, um, and did this live. I want you guys in the comment section to let me know how your summer has been going. Please let me know how your summer's been going, right? Um, yeah, and just or in the comment section, let me know what areas that you need to work on, or tell me, or in the comment section, let me know what your strengths are, your weaknesses are, whatever you want to post in the comment section. But I thank you so much for tapping in. I'm gonna try my best to come back or whatever, but thank you so much. Peace.